Saints. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now 2nd and 9. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll check this one down to gain well. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now this time, Carl throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that.
Gets through, and now an opening. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. 3rd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, here's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Hurts. He'll buy some time right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Swift again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Kamara. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Get down.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's Lou Hedley now.
And taken right on the 30. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw his Carr. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And now Carr changing the formation. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Kamara. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 88 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. This is Swift on the counter. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Here's Swift.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They go play action with Hurts.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because
a breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 62 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Dancing to his left.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
A point after, good by Groupie.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Going quickly here to Thomas. And down inside the 15 he goes. And quickly they get to the line. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Carr going to throw. Steps away. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Kamara is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, 734. What's up?
Play action. Now it's Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return. Now the ball's loose. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is.
No, I was trying to give it to the other guy.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you make.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And Carr's throw complete there to Thomas. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Kamara up the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On the slant, complete to Michael Thomas. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5. A 10th carry for Kamara. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now Carr. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up the first down. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big
That was the ugliest slide ever.
He slides in with ease for the first down.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third down, here's Kamara. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Saints will have the football back.
Fourth down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. So they'll line up losing 5 yards on the play, and it's going to be third down and forever. Carr now to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit.
Here's a diving catch right side. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On 1st down, Hurts
Out to his left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
This is caught. And he's brought down.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
Complete at the 1. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Thomas. Busts through the tackle. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run. It's Williams. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
But, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey,
ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.